The average American spends 107 hours per year working just to cover their car payment. Not rent, not groceries, just the car sitting in their driveway. And most people never realize they are trapped in a cycle specifically designed to prevent wealth accumulation. Right now, someone is signing a 72-month loan on a depreciating asset while believing they are making a smart financial decision. They are not. This is one of the most effective wealth extraction systems ever created, and it operates in plain sight. Here is how it works. A $35,000 car financed over 6 years at 7% interest costs you over $42,000 by the time you own it. But here's what nobody tells you. That same car loses $3,500 in value the moment you drive it off the lot. Within 3 years, it will have lost nearly half its original value. You are paying interest on an asset that is disappearing. Every month your payment stays the same, but the car is worth less. This is not an accident, this is the business model, and it gets worse. The average car payment in America is now $738 per month. For many households, that is more than their grocery bill, more than their utilities. It is the second largest expense after housing. And because the loan is stretched over 72 or even 84 months, most people are underwater on their car for years. Underwater means you owe more than the car is worth. If you tried to sell it tomorrow, you would still owe the bank money. You cannot escape. You are locked in. But the real damage is not the monthly payment. It is the opportunity cost. That $738 per month invested in an index fund with a 10% average annual return would grow to over $90,000 in 10 years. But instead, it vanishes into a depreciating asset that will be worth almost nothing by the time you pay it off. You are not building wealth, you are funding the bank's wealth. And the system knows this. Car loans are structured to maximize profit extraction while minimizing your awareness of the true cost. The focus is always on the monthly payment, never the total interest paid. Dealerships train salespeople to ask one question: what monthly payment works for your budget? Not what can you afford total, not how much interest will you pay, just the monthly number. Because if they can get you comfortable with $738 a month, they can stretch the loan as long as they want. 72 months, 84 months. Some loans now extend to 96 months, that is 8 years. You will be halfway through paying off a car that is already outdated, broken down, and worth a fraction of what you owe. And here is the trap within the trap. By the time you're 2 or 3 years into that loan, the car starts needing repairs, new tires, brake pads, maybe a transmission issue. Now you are paying the loan and paying for repairs on a depreciating asset. The financial pressure builds, and what does the system offer as a solution? Trade it in. Roll the remaining balance into a new loan. Start over. This is called being perpetually upside down, and it is exactly what the industry wants. You never stop making payments. You never build equity. You stay in the cycle forever. But it is not just about the money leaving your account every month. It is about what that money could have done. Every dollar spent on a car payment is a dollar that cannot go toward building an emergency fund, investing in appreciation's assets, or reducing high-interest debt. It is a dollar that will never compound. It is gone. And because most people finance cars back to back, they spend decades in this trap without realizing it. They believe they are making a responsible choice by buying a reliable car. But reliability does not mean financial intelligence. A reliable car financed poorly is still a financial disaster. Now let us talk about the psychological component. Car loans are marketed as normal. Everyone has one. Your parents had one. Your coworkers have one. It feels responsible. It feels like adulting. And that is the entire point. Normalizing debt on depreciating assets keeps the system running. If everyone suddenly realized they could buy a $10,000 used car in cash and invest the difference, the auto loan industry would collapse. So the culture around car ownership is carefully constructed. Commercials show success, freedom, and status, not debt, not depreciation, not financial surrender. You are sold an identity, not transportation. And once that identity is tied to your self-worth, the monthly payment becomes invisible. It is just part of life. But here is what changes everything. The moment you break the cycle, your net worth starts compounding in the opposite direction. Imagine no car payment. That $738 per month goes directly into investments. Within 5 years, you have over $53,000. Within 10 years, over $150,000. That is real wealth. That is retirement security. That is freedom. And it all starts by refusing to finance depreciation. The wealthiest people understand this instinctively. They do not tie up cash in depreciating assets. They buy used, they pay cash. They let someone else absorb the depreciation hit. And they invest the difference in assets that grow. Real estate, index funds, businesses, things that compound. The middle class finances new cars and wonders why they cannot get ahead. The system is not broken. It is working exactly as designed. Your car payment is not just a monthly expense. It is a wealth transfer mechanism. Every month, money flows from your future self to the bank, the dealership, and the manufacturer. And because the asset loses value while you pay interest, you are losing on both ends. You are paying more and owning less simultaneously. This is the definition of a financial trap. So what do? First, if you currently have a car loan, calculate the total interest you will pay over the life of the loan, not the monthly payment, the total. That number will make you uncomfortable. Good. It should. Second, commit to never financing a depreciating asset again. When this car is paid off, keep driving it. Save the payment amount. Build cash. Then buy your next car outright. Used, reliable, paid in full. No interest. No trap. Third, take the money you were going to spend on a car payment and redirect it into something that grows. An index fund, a Roth IRA, anything that compounds in your favor instead of the banks. And finally, reject the culture that tells you a new car equals success. Success is net worth. Success is financial independence. Success is sleeping at night, knowing you are not working 107 hours per year, just to fund a depreciating hunk of metal. The system survives on your ignorance. The moment you see the trap, you can step out of it. And once you do, you will wonder how you ever accepted it as normal. Next video, we are exposing how your mortgage is structured to keep you paying interest for decades while barely touching the principal. You're going to want to see this. This is not financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions.